What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Battlefield 6 releases this week. If you're like me, you cannot wait to get your hands on this game and start frying. But there's one problem. Maybe this is the first Battlefield game you've ever played, or maybe you've dipped your toes into the beta a little bit, but were completely overwhelmed. Lucky for you, I'm here to help. In this video, I'll be giving you the top 7 tips you need to know to help you get started, as well as breaking down the class system, their roles, and the core game modes and how to play them. But before we jump into that, let me give you a little bit of background on myself. My name is Gabe, and I used to be completely addicted to Call of Duty. I would buy every game, every battle pass, and even practice in my spare time. But probably like a lot of you guys, I got completely fed up with the game due to the hackers, the skill-based matchmaking, and the game just being absolute trash. I decided to switch it up. The first Battlefield game I ever played was Battlefield 2042. I pre-ordered and even convinced a few of my friends to pre-order also. I played the game for probably a total of about an hour, completely lost interest in it, and stopped playing it. I didn't revisit the Battlefield franchise again up until the Battlefield 6 beta came out. I played the beta for about an hour and started to lose interest really fast. I started to get super frustrated because I just run around, try to kill people, and I just die instantly. Well, that's because I wasn't playing the game the way it was supposed to be played. I was playing the game like it was Call of Duty, when that's not the way to play it. So I told myself, let's slow down and actually play this game the way it's supposed to be played. I picked the medic class and I stayed with my squad, healing them and refilling them with ammo, pushing up towards the capture point. We got to the capture point and it was absolutely chaos, but we managed to capture the point, and from there I was instantly hooked. I'm here so you don't fall into the same trap I did and give up on the game. Because when you play Battlefield the way it's supposed to be played, it's an absolute blast. But with that being said, let's jump into the video. The first thing we're going to go over are the core game modes and how to play them. But before we do that, if you're liking the video so far, if you could drop a like on the video, I'd appreciate it. It helps me out a lot and it's free for you. And also leave a comment down below. Is this your first Battlefield game you're playing, or have you played the series before? Battlefield has 3 core game modes: Breakthrough, Rush, and my personal favorite, Conquest. Conquest is the home of iconic all-out warfare, where tanks, jets, and attack helicopters turn the tides of battle. 2 teams fight to capture and hold multiple control points all over the map, kind of like domination in Call of Duty. Deplete enemy lives by controlling points and killing enemies. When a team's lives hit 0, the battle is over. Please excuse my audio. The audio is a little bit lower in this section. I was trying to record this while my family was sleeping, so I had to kind of keep it down. So I do apologize if the audio is a little bit lower. In Breakthrough, the map is divided into sectors that players battle over one at a time. Attackers push the front line forward. Defenders hold the line of battle. To secure a sector, attackers must hold all control points within the same time. Coordination is key attacker. Lives are limited. Fight continues until attackers capture all sectors, or they run out of lives. And lastly, Rush. Arm and defuse. A team of attackers and defenders battle for control over a series of military communication systems. Attackers have to plant explosives at each system and prevent defenders from defusing them before they detonate. When all MCOMs are destroyed, the fight moves to the next sector. The match ends when all MCOM systems are destroyed or the attackers run out of lives. Along with the 3 core game modes, there's also 5 additional game modes that are also worth checking out once the game fully drops. Squad Deathmatch being my favorite from the beta. There are a total of 4 classes to choose from in Battlefield 6: Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. Each class plays a very specific role in battle. The Assault class is the ultimate frontline fighter, designed to lead the squad through enemy defense. When using an assault rifle, they have faster transition from sprint to firing, and their special trait is reduced damage and movement speed penalty resulting from a fall. They also have a signature gadget of Adrenaline Injector. The Adrenaline Injector clears and gives temporary resistance to flash and stun effects, boosts sprint speed, reduces explosive damage, and makes enemy footsteps more audible. The Engineer's role is to be an absolute menace to enemy vehicles and a savior for your own. Their signature weapon is a submachine gun, with improved hip fire and control. They also have a signature trait that reduces damage from explosives. Their signature gadget is a repair tool. It's a multi-tool for fixing friendly assets and armor. It can also be used to damage enemy assets. The support's role is every squad's go-to option for defense. They also support the unit to keep them in the fight with ammo, health, and revives. They have a signature weapon of light machine gun. With an LMG equipped, they do not suffer any type of sprint speed penalty. Their special trait is they can drag and revive teammates faster. They also have a signature gadget of supply bag. It heals allies and resupplies weapon and gadget ammo. Recon's role is they are experts in intelligence and counterintelligence. Recon units excel in scouting, infiltration, and deadly marksmanship. Their signature weapon is a sniper rifle. Faster rechambering between shots, decreased scope sway, and improved breath control to help stabilize aim for longer. Their special trait is they can automatically spot enemies when aiming through an optic. Their specialty gadget is the motion sensor. This gadget tracks enemy movement within the range. Before we get into the top 7 tips to help you get started on your Battlefield journey, let me know down in the comments, which class are you going to be running when Battlefield drops? Me personally, I might be running Medic. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video if you're liking it so far. Battlefield is fundamentally squad-based. You're not going to be able to just run around by yourself and capture points. Now remember, this isn't Call of Duty. You're not going to be able to 1v4 an entire squad. Make sure you're sticking with your team. Tip number 2. Your KD doesn't really matter that much. More important is just score per minute. Focus on playing your class role, such as if you're a medic, make sure you're staying around your teammates, healing and reviving your down teammates, and also keeping them stocked up on ammo. If you're an engineer, make sure you're focusing on tanks and aircraft, taking them out. Tip number 3, wait for revives. If an enemy happens to down you, don't bleed out right away. Make sure you're paying attention to the bottom right of your screen. It's going to let you know how far out your squad mates are, as well as the nearby medics. Give the medics and your squad mates time to revive you. Because remember, every time you die, it's taken away from your team lives. Tip number 4, ping everything. Actively ping enemies to mark your locations, as well as enemy equipment, tanks, helicopters, anything you can see that's from the enemy, make sure you're pinging them. Also, if you go down and you're waiting for a revive, make sure you're pinging if there's enemies close by. Now, there's nothing more annoying than a medic or a teammate trying to save you and you're not pinging if there's an enemy nearby, and they go to revive you and they instantly die because there's an enemy just hiding waiting. Tip number 5, adjust to the slower speed of Battlefield. Now, when you first jump in, you're gonna notice the movement is noticeably slower and not as snappy as Call of Duty. That's because this isn't Call of Duty. It's not gonna be as fast paced, you're not gonna feel as snappy. So to make sure to take into account that this is a slower game. Don't get frustrated, go in the firing range, adjust your settings as needed to make it feel as comfortable as possible. Tip number 6, make sure you're utilizing weapon mounting and burst firing over mid to long range fights. Again, this isn't Call of Duty. You're not going to be able to laser somebody for about 50 meters out. You're going to have to burst fire and use weapon mounting to get those kills. This game does have weapon bloom, which pretty much means the longer you fire your weapon, the more spread out your bullets you're going to be. So again, make sure you're burst firing and weapon mounting at medium to long range distances. And tip number 7, make sure you die with your tank, or really any other vehicle. If you're the driver of a vehicle, never jump out when it's critically damaged. An enemy could jump in, repair it, and steal valuable team assets. Try to destroy your vehicle or die inside of it. Alright, hopefully this video was able to help you guys out, especially from the Call of Duty players that are coming over to try the game out. Make sure you don't get frustrated, stick with the game, play the objective, and I promise you, you're gonna have a blast playing this game. As always, I'd appreciate a like on the video if you liked the video. It does help me out a lot. And also leave a comment down below. Is this your first Battlefield you're playing? If not, which is the last Battlefield you played and which one is your favorite? Until next time, peace.